welcome back to CLE Weekend. Listen, it is that time of year. You hear a lot about changing, resetting, maybe doing things to make it a little bit easier on yourself, like spring cleaning. Listen, before you get into that deep dive though and tear your whole house apart, why not have a plan? Even maybe get a little bit more organized first or ask for some help. Joining me today is the person to talk about tips, tricks, and even to help, founder and owner of Decorganize It, Samantha Bryant. So thanks so much for coming on.
Hi, Jamie. I'm glad to be here.
Now listen, before we get into the tips and tricks, because yeah, this is the time of year that everyone's like, what can I do to make life easier? First, tell us a little bit about your business. What is Decorganize It?
So at Decorganize It, we specialize in helping clients to declutter their spaces, implement better systems to make your life a little bit easier, a little bit more streamlined. We're all busy and we're all looking for ways to save time, and so we help clients achieve that.
And I love the backstory because this is just something that you are so passionate about. It's not like, you know, this is something you've done for 30 years. Well, maybe you have in your own home, but you're a mom of 3 and you wanted to kind of just get your house in order a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am, like you said, I have 3 kids, young kids, and so life is crazy for all of us. Like we're on the go, we're constantly doing things. And so I really found myself struggling in my own home of, how can I make things easier? How can I save myself more time?
Yeah.
And so I really started researching what I can do in my own home and realized very quickly, I can't be the only one that's feeling this way.
Yeah.
And that's really what launched me into my business. And now it's so fulfilling to be able to help other people too.
Yeah.
And so it's really enjoyable.
Okay, so let's help then. I want to start because my eye keeps going to the clear stuff. I feel like clear, I think I can see everything in there. So some tips, let's say, maybe where would we start with something like that?
Yes. So clear can be good and bad. It's specific to the situation. So in some cases, with products like this, we always recommend to start somewhere small in your home that you can do quickly. We always say set a timer for 20 minutes. A great place to start is under your kitchen sink. And with the clear products, obviously you have things that might spill or leak, so you want to be able to wash those out easily, but also being able to effectively utilize the vertical space. We all know under our sinks are a little bit tricky. So the key is to utilize the vertical space. With products like this that have drawers, you can reach in and easily access items, and then having spinners on top so you can easily grab those daily use things.
Yeah, it makes sense because you're not always using like the Ajax or the Lysol or whatever's in the back, but some of that stuff that's every day, you want to grab it. Now, speaking of containers, I know you've got some other containers. This one caught my eye because you put a label on that. Tell me kind of about what you would do with something like this.
Well, we label everything.
Okay.
Because labeling is key. It helps you to maintain the space.
Yeah.
But it also creates a sense of a home.
Yeah.
So everybody knows where that home is.
Yeah.
So on this one here, we have this labeled as too small.
Okay.
So kind of transitioning into the different types of products that are good for different spaces. In closets, mainly kids' closets.
Oh, yeah.
This is
true.
actually from my daughter's closet. But in every child's closet, we implement 3 bins automatically.
Okay,
so
what are
we have a too small,
got it,
a too big, and a donate.
Oh, I like that.
Right. So it's quick because then, you know, your kids are trying on clothes and maybe something doesn't fit, and where does it go? It goes right
on
back
the
in the
floor
laundry,
or
in the floor, and then it goes back into your cycle. So having a system where you and your kids know, okay, this is too small, we're gonna put it right there. Or if you're shopping ahead, I know you're shopping.
Yes,
and you may buy size of clothes that are maybe the next size up.
Okay.
Then you have a too big.
Yep.
So those are clothes that they can grow into.
Yeah.
And so you can easily cycle those down into the sizes that they're currently wearing when ready. And then once it's done and used, no more in the house, then that'll go in the donate bin.
Yeah.
And so we usually recommend that once a month you kind of go through and assess those bins.
Yeah.
Too small, too big, and donate.
And I like that, you know, what you're doing there because it's efficient, it's good for parents, it's good for kids, it kind of helps them. My eye keeps going to these shoes, okay, because I'm thinking about bedroom. How cool is this? Like, tell me this little organization.
Right. So these are one of our favorite products to use. These are great for in the closet.
Yeah.
They again, utilize that vertical space.
Yeah.
And then you can layer these in to store more shoes in a smaller space.
Yeah.
So it really is maximizing that opportunity.
Well, and the nice thing about something like this too is it can be heels, it can be flats, tennis shoes, like whatever you've got, which makes it really nice. You know, I see here you've got all these color coordinated. Does that help? I mean, I feel like it does.
It definitely does. And it's more of tuning into that visual aspect. So we focus a lot on the aesthetics of a space, helping it flow visually, but along with physical clutter comes visual clutter.
Yeah.
And so our brains are wired to thrive on order. Our brains crave that.
Yeah.
And so we always put things in color order. Of course, it doesn't have to be like that, but it is more visually appealing.
Yeah.
But in something like this for closets or something that you're going to be storing clothes in or linens,
Yeah, you want something.
we always recommend a bin that is lined as opposed to a bin that maybe has some texture
Well, and
to it.
when I'd see something like this, I'd think, oh gosh, my shirt's gonna like maybe get caught up on the side.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want that. I know you've got hangers, you've got all different bins. Like you're a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this stuff. Really, hello, I mean, that's your business. But for someone who's maybe at home right now thinking, okay, maybe I could start here or there, or they say, it's too overwhelming for me. You offer coming out, helping, working within a budget, consultations, all of that with your business, right?
Yeah, so we start our process with a discovery call. We'll chat a few minutes about your needs and how we can help just to make sure that we're the best fit for you.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we want you to succeed, and so we want to make sure that it's a good partnership. But then we'll come into the home, we'll evaluate your space. We talk in depth with you about how your process works, how many people are in the home, so we can really create a plan that's tuned into your specific needs.
Yes.
So that you can have that long-term success.
Yeah, and I think that is what makes it successful. Where can we find more information to reach out to you?
So we are on social media. We are on Instagram. You can find us at Decorganize_it. We are on Facebook, Decorganize It. Our website is www.decorganizeit.com.
Great. And last thing before we go, you've got a special for anyone who's watching right now. What is it?
Of course. So anybody who reaches out to us and fills out our contact form and mentions that they saw this segment will receive 10% off of their total service.
I love that. Thank you for doing that. Now I'm like, what room could I talk to Samantha about? Samantha Bride from Decorganize It. Thank you so much. Really good advice, good tips and tricks. And follow her on social media too, because I know you love to post stuff on there, which is always so helpful. Me too. I love tips too. We'll be right back on CLE Weekend. Stay with us.